Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be covering all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Friday, July 11th. Can you believe that we are almost at the All-Star break, 3 days away from the midway point of the season? This season has been flying by, going by really fast. We have some brand new series kicking off today, 15 games in total. What we're going to do is we're going to go game by game. We're going to break them all down. We're going to look at the rosters, the lineup, the pitching, and try to predict the outcome for every single game. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. But make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think down below. Make sure to drop a comment. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Let me know, and I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you are a baseball fan, this is the place we go over every game, every day, this entire Major League Baseball season. And once the football season, don't forget football is right around the corner. We also go over all of our college football and NFL games once the football season starts. We do predictions and we do best bets for all of those games as well. And if you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. Like I said, we have a busy season coming up. We have a lot of games to go over today, and you don't want to miss it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're a sports fan, baseball or football. 15 games in total. Let's not waste any more time. Let's start running through these matchups. The very first one we have today on Friday at 7:05 p.m. We have the 55-38 Chicago Cubs. We all know about the Cubs. One of the best overall, one of the best balanced offenses in baseball. They have power, they have speed, they have pitching. They'll be on the road here versus the 51-41 New York Yankees. The Yankees, not the best day yesterday, but maybe they're starting to get some life on that offensive side. The big issue for them, they have a lot of issues with their pitching. 3 of 5 starters are down for the Yankees right now, and they're very Aaron Judge-centric. 360 average, 34 home runs, 77 RBIs. At some point, someone else has to step up in this lineup. The Yankees, second place in the AL East. Chicago, first place in the NL Central. Right now, the Cubs, 45.2% chance to win this one on the road. The Yankees, a 54.8. New York here, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. The Yankees are minus 185. The Cubs are plus 155. Right now, Chicago with that balanced offense, 5.4 runs on average per game, hitting 257, 139 home runs. That is top 4 in baseball. 106 stolen bases. That is top 3 in baseball, and a 3.81 ERA. Like I said, they can do a little bit of everything. And right now, the Yankees still a top 10 overall offense, 5.2 runs a game, 257 average, 145 home runs. That's number 2, only trailing the Dodgers right now. 63 steals, 3.85 runs a game, which actually isn't bad considering the fact that they are losing a lot of their pitching rotation. Looking at the pitching today, you're going to have Chris Flexen going for the Cubs. Career 4.6 ERA. This season, a 0.83 ERA. Obviously, the best start of his career. 5-0 record. 32.2 innings, 17 strikeouts. Very small sample size, but hey, that has been elite since he's been up. Carlos Rodon, the veteran, he got shelled his last start, so you could say that he's due for a good game. A 9-6 record, a 3.3 ERA, 111.2 innings, 127 strikeouts. A lot of walks here, 40 walks. You don't want to be putting guys on base here versus this Cubs team, but I'm going to go with the Yankees winning a close one. I'm going to go with them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. And our second game of the day, also at 7:05 p.m., we have two teams that actually finished last month with a lot of momentum. The 42-50 Miami Marlins, third place in the NL East. They'll be visiting the 42-50 Baltimore Orioles, fifth place in the AL East with the Marlins. Their offense, very balanced offense. Pitching, they've had bad pitching the entire season, especially when it comes to their bullpen, but they actually finished the month of June playing pretty well. Still a bottom 15 overall pitching staff, but much, much improved over where they were the first 2 months of the season. Baltimore, young offense, a lot of power potential. They're starting to score a lot of runs, but pitching is still a major problem for them. They give up a lot of runs per game. Right now, the Marlins 48% chance to win this game. The Orioles a 52% chance. The Orioles are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Baltimore's minus 130. Miami is plus 110, but I do see why the fans have this game marked down as a 50-50. The Marlins offense, 4.3 runs a game, 253 average, 81 home runs, 72 steals, 4.65 runs per game. That might not look the best, but last month it was in the 5s. They are pitching a lot better statistically. The Orioles offense, 4.2 runs a game, 239 average, 109 home runs, a lot of power here. 62 steals, 4.9 runs per game. That pitching staff has been holding this team back from being a little closer to 500. Right now for Baltimore, Dean Creamer on the mound. Career 4.5 ERA this season, right along with his average 4.53 ERA, 7-7 record, a 101.1 innings, 81 strikeouts. A lot of hits here, 108 hits in 101 innings, putting a lot of guys on base. Edward Cabrera, 3-3 record, 3.33 ERA, 78.1 innings, 80 strikeouts here for the Marlins. I'm going to go with Miami. I'm going to go with the Marlins pulling off the upset, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And at 7:10 p.m., we have a AL East versus AL East matchup. The 50-43 Tampa Bay Rays, one of the hottest teams to finish the month of June. They haven't been able to fully carry that momentum into the month of July, but you want to get on a little bit of a streak here right before the All-Star break. They are third place in the AL East. They'll be playing the 49-45 Red Sox. When this month started, they were 3 games under 500. Now they're 4 games over 500. Very hot team right now with a very hot and capable offense. Right now, the Red Sox fourth place in the East. The Red Sox, 47.4% chance to win this game. They are at home. Fenway Park, very difficult park for the road team to win in. The Rays right now, 52.6% chance to win this game. Tampa Bay, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Rays are -110. Boston's -109. This game truly to me is again a 50-50 pick 'em. Two solid teams, a lot of momentum right now. Both clubs over 500. This Rays offense is extremely balanced. They're really good. 4.7 runs a game, a 260 average for the team. That's top 5 in baseball. 103 home runs, 120 stolen bases. That leads the majors. Extremely aggressive on the base pass. Their goal, get every single runner in scoring position. And they're only giving up 3.78 runs a game. They can do a little bit of everything. The Boston, one of the better offenses in baseball, 5.1 runs per game. That's top 10. 257 average, 120 home runs, a lot of power. 78 steals, giving up 3.9 runs per game. The pitching has been coming on as of late, especially the last 2 weeks. Right now, the Rays, Drew Rasmussen on the mound, career 2.9 ERA. This guy's had a really good career. Nobody talks about him, but he is elite, sub-3 ERA every single season. This year, 7-5 record, a 2.82 ERA. 89.1 innings, 76 strikeouts, only 10 home runs in 16 games. And Hunter Dobbins on the mound for the Red Sox, 4-1 record of 4.1 ERA, 59.1 innings, 43 strikeouts, 59 hits, giving up as many hits as innings. I'm going to go with the Rays winning this one on the road, covering the spread, but I'll go with the under here. And on Apple TV at 7:10 p.m., how about this game? The 48-44 Seattle Mariners, they were first place in the AL West the month of April, fell off the month of May, dropped under 500. Now they've come roaring all the way back, 4 games over 500, second place in the AL West. They'll be on the road here versus the 59-35 Detroit Tigers. We like to call it what it is. A lot of people think the Tigers are the best team in baseball. You can make a very strong case for that. Even if you don't like the Tigers, you have to admit they are at least a top 2 team in baseball. Right now, Detroit, one of the most balanced, complete teams in baseball. Power, great pitching, great bullpen. The Tigers, 68.6% chance to win this game. Seattle at 31.4. The Tigers are 1.5 run favorites, 6.5 over under. You have Detroit right now, -210. Seattle +175. The -210, that's a really high number here because this is actually a very competitive pitching matchup. Seattle second place here, 4.5 runs a game. 247 average, 124 home runs, solid power, 81 steals, solid speed, giving up 3.89 runs a game. Solid pitching. This is a good team, but Vegas is not giving them a chance to win this game. The Tigers right now, 5 runs a game, 252 average, 121 home runs, 35 steals. They don't steal very many bases, but it really doesn't matter. It does not keep them from scoring. And they're only giving up 3.45 runs a game, which is actually top 5 in baseball, and they have the starting rotation, and they have the bullpen to close it out. That's why they're first place in the Central. Right now, Luis Castillo on the mound for the Mariners, one of their better pitchers, one of their more consistent pitchers, one of their more complete pitchers. 5-5 record, 3.31 ERA for his career, 3.5. 103.1 innings, 87 strikeouts, and Skubal on the mound for the Tigers. He is the Vegas front runner, the odds-on favorite to win the American League Cy Young right now. 10-2 record, a 2.02 ERA, 116 innings, 148 strikeouts. He's on pace for about 270 strikeouts this season. Only 8 home runs given up in 17 starts, but this is a really good game. Both pitchers sub 3.3 ERAs. Crazy numbers here. This is one of those games, could go down to the end, could go down to the bullpen. I'll have the Tigers winning a very, very close one. I have them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. And it's 7:10 p.m., the 21-72 Colorado Rockies, last place in the NL West. They are by far and away the worst team in baseball. On pace for about 135 losses right now. They don't have a good offense. They actually have decent power. They have awful pitching right now. Actually dead last place in the major leagues in team ERA. And they'll be playing the 48-46 Cincinnati Reds. The Reds are actually a very competitive team. They've been hovering around 500 the entire season. Right now, that offense getting back on track. Pitching's been pretty decent since opening day. Cincinnati, 70.6% chance to win this game. Colorado, 29.4% chance to win. The Reds are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Colorado +180. Cincinnati is -215 right now. This Rockies offense, bottom 5 in baseball, 3.5 runs a game, 230 average, 88 home runs, which is actually pretty decent. 52 steals, you know, 5.66 runs a game. I'm pretty sure that is dead last in the majors. The Reds, 4.6 runs a game, 244 average, 99 home runs, 67 steals, getting 4 runs per game, for the Reds, they have Chase Burns on the mound. He's a rookie. 0-1 record, a 8.1 ERA. Awful start to the season, but very small sample size. Only 10 innings, 15 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher. The Rockies do strike out a lot. They have Marquez on the mound. 3-10 record. He's in search of his 11th loss of the season before the All-Star break. 5.84 ERA, 89.1 innings, 63 strikeouts. How about 117 hits in 89 innings? This guy loads the bases. That's not a good mixture right there. If the Rockies were to win a game in this series, this is definitely the game, though. Take advantage of the rookie pitcher, but I'm still going to go with the Reds winning it, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 8:10 p.m., the 45-48 Texas Rangers. Right now, the Rangers 4th place in the AL West. On paper, very good batting order, but the bats have been cold the entire season. But they are hitting a lot better in the last 3 weeks, but still bottom half in the statistical category. They'll be facing the 55-38 Houston Astros, the first place team in the AL West, coming off of that sweep of the Dodgers. They did not play their best baseball the last series, but still, you know how talented this team is. Veteran, experienced squad. Right now, Houston 59.8% chance to win this game. The Rangers a 40.2% chance. The Astros are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Houston is minus 150. Texas right now plus 125. This Rangers offense playing better as of late. 3.9 runs a game. 230 average. 96 home runs. 86 steals. It is the pitching though. Top 2 pitching in the major leagues. Playoff caliber pitching staff getting a 3.3 runs a game. That is elite. They just need some help from the batting lineup. Give them some run support. Houston 4.4 runs per game. 260 average, 105 home runs, 47 steals, again, 3.58 runs per game, which is still in itself a top 5 overall pitching staff, but Houston can always pitch. Leiter on the mound right now for the Rangers, 4-6 record. He's been injured this season. He's kind of been in and out. 4.32 ERA, 75 innings, 63 strikeouts. He's going up against Lance McCullers Jr. It's been a couple seasons since this guy pitched. He was one of the better pitchers in baseball career, 3.36 ERA. Has not had his good stuff this season. 2-3 record, a 5.82 ERA, 38.2 innings, 44 strikeouts. Not a big sample size this season. He's got to get things back on track. They could really use him. I was very split on this game. I think this game's a lot closer than the fans are voting. For the first little bit there, I thought the Rangers were going to win, but ultimately I'm going to go with the Astros pulling off the win, but a close one. Winning this by 1 run. Houston wins, but I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the under. And then at 8:10 p.m., we have the 38-54 Washington Nationals. Not the best record, but actually a very competitive team. They have the interim coach. They have a pretty good offense. Pitching, very questionable there. They do give up a lot of runs. They'll be facing the 53-40 Milwaukee Brewers, one of the hottest teams in baseball leading up to the All-Star break. Right now, the Brewers, they can do a little bit of everything. They have a 63.3% chance to win this game. The Nationals, a 36.7%. Right now, Milwaukee, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Brewers are minus 180. The Nationals are plus 150. Right now, this Nationals offense, 4.4 runs a game, 247 average, 90 home runs, 78 steals, but they are giving up 5.12 runs per game. That is bottom 5 in baseball. The Brewers 4.7 runs a game, very balanced though. 247 average, 89 home runs, 108 stolen bases. One of the best running teams in baseball, giving up 3.68 runs a game. It's not just the starting rotation. They actually have a really deep competitive bullpen. Looking at the pitching, Mitchell Parker going for the Nationals, 5-9 record, of 4.72 ERA, 97.1 innings, 66 strikeouts, and Quinn Priester going for the Brewers. 6-2 record, 3.59 ERA, great start to the season. 82.2 innings, 65 strikeouts. This is one of those games I honestly think it is a lot closer than it appears on paper. I'm going to go with the Nationals pulling off an upset victory here to start this. I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And at 8:10 p.m., this is one of the better pitching matchups of the day. The 53-41 New York Mets, they need a win bad here. Not the best doubleheader series yesterday. They got the crap kicked out of them by the Orioles. They have to get this offense to be a lot more consistent. Soto's had a hot bat the whole month of June. They need Lindor hot. They need Alonso hot. They need 4 through 9 stepping up, and they are decimated in the pitching ranks. But good news for them, they are getting 2 other starting pitchers back. One of them back this day. That's definitely going to help out that bullpen. Kansas City, one of the worst offenses. Right now, KC 46-48. One of the worst offenses in baseball. Bottom 4 overall. But at least they have a really good pitching staff. They have a top 5 overall, a playoff caliber pitching staff. They just need help from the offense. Right now, the Royals, a 42.1% chance to win this game. The Mets, a 57.9%. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites. 9.5 over under. New York is minus 150. KC plus 125. This Mets offense, 4.4 runs a game, 245 average, 121 home runs, solid power, 71 steals, solid speed, giving up 3.56 runs a game. That was 2.9 just 3 weeks ago. They have been shellacked the last couple weeks. The Royals, 3.4 runs a game. That is not going to cut it. 245 average, 72 home runs, 70 steals, 3.46 runs a game. As I already mentioned, that is top 5 in the majors. The pitching today, you have Senga back for the Mets. Hopefully he can suck up some innings here, spare that bullpen coming off the doubleheader. Their bullpen is depleted right now. They need 6 or 7 innings out of Senga. That's asking a lot, but it would definitely help. He has a 7-3 record, a 1.47 ERA, 73.2 innings, 70 strikeouts, only 4 home runs in 13 games. That's really good numbers. Michael Wacha on the mound for the Royals. This guy usually gives you the same performance week in and week out his whole career. 3.8 ERA this season, 4.9 record, a 3.83 ERA. He only has 4 wins with a 3.83 ERA. That is not going to cut it. This team scored this guy some runs. Help him out. 101 innings, 79 strikeouts. I think this score is going to be low, but I think the Mets are going to pull it off. I have the Mets winning it, covering the spread. I'm going to go with the under. And then we have a doubleheader coming up, guys. I'm making this video. This doubleheader just came up across my screen. We have the Chicago game got postponed yesterday, so now we have a doubleheader out of nowhere. I hate doubleheaders. The unthinkable happens in doubleheaders. Whatever happened game 1, the complete opposite will happen game 2. It's just the way they work. These teams really have to balance bullpen when it comes to doubleheaders, because if you use all of your relievers game 1, who's going to relieve you in game 2? It gets crazy. There's a lot of unknown variables that can happen. But no matter what, at 3:10 p.m., the 43-48 Cleveland Guardians, the offense has let them down the last couple weeks. The pitching staff has let them down. They really fell pretty far under 500. This was a really competitive team the first 2 months. They've been playing the 31-62 Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox, very bad record, but do not underestimate this team. They're actually a very competitive team. A lot of very close losses. Chicago here, 48.3% chance to win this game. Cleveland, a 51.7% chance. The Guardians here, 1.5 run favorites, an 8.5 over-under. Chicago comes into this game. They are plus 102. Cleveland, minus 122. The Guardians right now, 3.7 runs a game. 224 average, 90 home runs, 69 steals, and 3.99 runs a game. The White Sox, not a very good offense. 3.4 runs a game, 222 batting average. They got to get that average up. 71 home runs, 59 steals, and 4.14 runs a game. Right now, the Guardians, Logan Allen on the mound, 5-7 record, of 4.07 ERA, 84 innings, 65 strikeouts. Shane Smith on the mound for the White Sox, 3-7 record, a 4.2 ERA, 83.2 innings, 76 strikeouts. This is actually a very close, competitive, closely set up matchup here. And I could see this one going either way. I picked the Chicago White Sox to win this game yesterday. I'm going to stick by that. I'm going to have the White Sox pulling off the upset here. I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And how about this crazy pitching matchup at 8:10 p.m., a very underappreciated matchup. 2 of the better young pitchers in baseball. We have the 38-56 Pittsburgh Pirates. This is one of the worst offenses in baseball, but this pitching staff is top 6 overall in the majors. One of the best young pitchers. Some might say the best young pitcher on the mound for the Pirates. He loses too many games, 1-0. This guy has the worst run support. They'll be going up against the 45-48 Minnesota Twins, starting to ascend, starting to get their climb back up to 500. They want that momentum leading up to the All-Star break. This team is much better than their record. Twins right now, 56.4% chance to win this game. They are 3rd in the AL Central. The Pirates, a 43.6. The Twins here, 1.5 run favorites, 6.5 over-under. Minnesota's minus 125. Pittsburgh, plus 105. The Pirates offense here, 3.4 runs a game, 230 average, 64 home runs, 77 stolen bases, only giving up 3.68 runs per game. This team, if they could just average 4 runs a game, they'd actually be well above 500. The Twins, 4.2 runs a game, 239 average, 107 home runs, a lot of power, 48 steals, 4.14 runs a game. They're giving up a lot more runs the last couple weeks, but that number's starting to come back down to where it was the first 2 months. Right now, looking at this matchup, this is a very great pitching matchup. Paul Skeens on the mound for the Pirates, the best young pitcher in baseball, 4-7 record, a 1.94 ERA. He is putting up Cy Young caliber stats, and he has 4 wins with a 1.94 ERA. That is pathetic. The Pirates should be ashamed of themselves. 116 innings, 125 strikeouts, only 5 home runs in 17 games. This guy goes 7-8 innings every start, and they score 0 runs. At the most, they're going to give him 1 or 2 runs. That is crazy. He basically has to pitch a shutout just to get a no decision. Joe Ryan going for the Twins, great numbers, 8-4 record, 2.76 ERA, 104.1 innings, 116 strikeouts. I just can't believe that the Pirates are going to give Skeens the support he needs. Give me the Twins to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 8:15 p.m., the 40-51 Atlanta Braves. I'll be honest here, I don't know what to make of the Braves this season. They have not played up to their potential the entire year. This team's been up and down. They've been sideways. They just don't have it. I was hoping, just as a baseball fan, that they would have fought their way back to 500, but they actually slid back a little bit further. They'll be on the road here versus the 49-44 St. Louis Cardinals. This is a veteran squad. They have Newport, Donovan, Contreras, Arenado, a lot of experienced players on this team. The Cardinals third place in the Central, the Braves fourth place in the East. Right now, St. Louis 52.7% chance to win this game. The Braves a 47.3%. But Atlanta is the favorites here. 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Braves are even. The Cardinals are minus 120 right now. This Braves offense, 4 runs a game. They are getting their entire offense back, and they're not able to do enough just yet. Some people are calling for a fire sale. 243 average, 98 home runs, 43 steals, and got 3.83 runs per game. The Cardinals, 4.5 runs a game, 251 average, 93 home runs, 47 steals, and got 4.1 runs per game. Matthew Liberatore going for St. Louis, 6-6 record, 3.7 ERA, 97.1 innings, 80 strikeouts, only 8 home runs in 16 games is pretty good. Grant Holmes might be the best pitcher for the Braves outside of Chris Sale, but Chris Sale is injured right now. Grant Holmes having a really good start to the season. He just needs some help here, especially from the bullpen, from the lineup. 4-8 record, a 3.44 ERA. He's pitched much better to only have 4 wins, 102 innings, 118 strikeouts, 48 walks, walking a lot of guys here. I'm going to go with the Cardinals pulling off the upset win, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And our next game on Apple TV Plus at 9:38 p.m. This game could easily be a slugfest, could turn into a shootout, might be a lot of home runs. The 46-47 Arizona Diamondbacks in the deepest division in baseball, 4th place in the NL West. This is their chance to get above 500 right before the All-Star break. They'll be playing the 45-47 Los Angeles Angels. Right now, the Angels at home, 44.8% chance to win this game. The Diamondbacks a 55.2. Arizona, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. The Diamondbacks are minus 125. The Angels are plus 105. You have to respect the Angels here because they have the power to, they can actually get into a shootout with anyone, but so can the Diamondbacks, 2 of the better offenses home run wise in baseball. Diamondbacks 5.1 runs per game, 251 average, 137 home runs. It's top 5 in baseball, 65 steals, a 4.61 ERA. It's not the best, but when you have this offense, you can afford to give up some runs. The Angels, 4.3 runs a game, 230 average, 134 home runs, top 6 in baseball, 41 steals, giving up 4.59 runs per game. These teams have equal power numbers, equal pitching numbers. Crazy things can happen here. Looking at this pitching for the day, Reed Nelson on the mound for the Diamondbacks, 5-2 record, having a good season, 3.39 ERA, pitching much better than the team average. 74 innings, 64 strikeouts, only 6 home runs in 74 innings. That's the type of control that I want to see here on the road versus a home run hitting Angels team. The Angels have Tyler Anderson on the mound, 2-6 record, 4.19 ERA, 96.2 innings, 79 strikeouts, 16 home runs, about a home run every other game. The Diamondbacks can definitely hit some home runs. Give me Arizona to win this game, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And then on MLB Network at 9:40 p.m., the 54-39 Philadelphia Phillies, first place in the NL East. Schwarber, Trey Turner, Harper, a lot of weapons here. And they'll be on the road here versus the 49-43 San Diego Padres. The Phillies are first place in the NL East. The Padres third place in the NL West. The Padres, they got to get that offense back on track. They had a really good offense in the month of April, but Fernando Tatis completely fell off. He's had an ice-cold bat. They need to get their star players back on track. They need a spark on offense. That's the main point here. San Diego, 44.9% chance to win this game, but don't sleep on them still. Phillies, a 55.1. Philadelphia, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Phillies are minus 165. The Padres are plus 140. This Phillies offense, 4.6 runs a game, 257 average, 100 home runs, 82 steals, very balanced, giving up 3.66 runs per game. I've been saying it for weeks now. When the Phillies have a fully healthy starting rotation, in my personal view, it is the deepest starting rotation in baseball. They're not fully healthy right now, but still a top 7 overall staff, and they are going to get better. Right now, the Padres, 4 runs a game. They got to get that up. 244 average, 78 home runs, 61 steals, going to have 3.69 runs per game. Looking at our pitching for this game, we do not have a starter announced as of right now for the San Diego Padres. I hate going into games blind, not knowing all the variables, but it is what it is. Padres have a good bullpen. Could turn into a bullpen game, but I would love to know who's going to be starting here. Keep your eye on this once we get closer to game starting. Ranger Suarez going for the Phillies. What a season for him. 7-2 record, a 1.99 ERA. No one's talking about this guy. Putting up great numbers, 77 innings, 73 strikeouts, only 6 home runs in 14 games. I'm going to go with the Phillies. I know who's on the mound. I trust their teams. They win this one. They cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And this game just for some reason has sloppy written all over it. Our second to last game at 10:05 p.m. The 54-39 Toronto Blue Jays. Gives them some respect here. First place in the AL East. This team came on really hot last month. I said this offense has a lot of potential. They just hadn't clinched it yet. Well, the offense has been playing really good the last month straight. They'll be playing the 38-56 Athletics. The Athletics Playing in Sacramento right now, minor league stadium, smaller ballpark. There might be a lot of home runs. Right now, the A's a 39.1% chance to win this game. The Blue Jays a 60.9% chance to win. Toronto 1.5 run favorites, 10.5 over under. The Blue Jays are minus 155. The Athletics are plus 130. This Blue Jays offense, it is hot right now. 4.6 runs a game, 259 average, 98 home runs, 47 steals a game, of 4.13 runs per game. The Athletics have some power too. 4.2 runs a game, 249 average, 118 home runs, 49 steals, and 5.32 runs per game. It is their pitching that scares the crap out of me. This is a veteran-on-veteran matchup. Luis Severino going for the A's. Had a good start to the season. The last month and a half, he has not been pitching well. 2-10 record, 5.3 ERA. They're saying he's on the trading block. 108.2 innings, 73 strikeouts, and he's going up against Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer's been hurt this entire season. How deep will he go in this game? We don't know. He's just pitching just for stats for his Hall of Fame numbers. He's just padding them right now. 0-0 record, 4.76 ERA, 17 innings, 16 strikeouts. Still looking for his first win of the season. This might be the game he gets it. Give me the Blue Jays to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under here. And I almost forgot about our game 2 of the doubleheader, the one that popped out of nowhere. We have at 8:10 p.m. the 43-48 Cleveland Guardians versus the 31-62 Chicago White Sox. We already went over these team stats. They are obviously still the same. The White Sox, they need to give their starting pitching some help. The Guardians, they need their offense to get back on track. They need their pitching to get back on track. You have Gavin Williams right now going for the Guardians. The Guardians are 1.5 run favorites here. 8.5 over under. Chicago plus 120. The Guardians minus 145. Gavin Williams, 5-4 record, 3.61 ERA, 92.1 innings, 90 strikeouts. Overall, solid numbers here. Jonathan Cannon going for the White Sox, 3-7 record, 4.5 ERA, 72 innings, 56 strikeouts. A lot that hinges on this game is what happens game 1. How much of the bullpens get used for each of these teams? A lot of unknown variables there. I'm going to go with the more consistent starting pitcher. Give me Gavin Williams. Give me the Guardians to win game 2 to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And then our final game on MLB Network at 10:15 p.m. These teams are battling it out in the NL West, the deepest, most competitive division in Major League Baseball this season. The 56-38 Los Angeles Dodgers not playing their best baseball the last 1 to 2 weeks, but this pitching staff is decimated. 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL. They still continue to find ways to win games, but they just want to get some momentum, end the bleeding before the All-Star break. They'll be playing the 51-43 San Francisco Giants. Right now, the Dodgers first place in the NL West, the best overall roster in baseball still. The Giants on their heels right now, second place in the NL West. The Dodgers a 43.9% chance to win this game. San Francisco a 56.1. The Giants are 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. San Francisco's minus 130. Los Angeles plus 110. This Dodgers offense, 5.4 runs per game. 257 average. 142 home runs. A lot of power here. 52 steals, giving up 4.32 runs per game. That is not the best. It is getting worse every single week, but they continue to lose more and more pitchers. It is hard to win games that way. The Giants, 4.1 runs per game. They don't have the best offense. They're not known for their offense, though. They're known for their starting pitching and their bullpen this season. 231 average, 86 home runs, 45 stolen bases, a 3.49 team ERA. That is top 5 in baseball. Looking at the pitching, Dustin May on the mound for the Dodgers. He's a very good pitcher. Has not had his stuff this entire season. 5-5 record, 4.52 ERA, 89.2 innings, 84 strikeouts. Logan Webb coming up in the Cy Young conversation right now. Top 5 for odds from Vegas. 8-6 record, 2.62 ERA. This is his chance to make a statement pitching game right before the All-Star break, cement himself for the potential Cy Young. 120.1 innings, 133 strikeouts. How about only 7 home runs given up in 17 games? That's what you want to see here versus a power-hitting Dodgers club. But I'm going to go with the Dodgers ending the bleeding, getting a stop here. The Dodgers pull off the upset win. I'll go with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. Guys, that's our breakdown, our picks, predictions, and best bets for all of our baseball games coming up for Friday, July 11th. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Let me know what your thoughts are below, and I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and thank you for watching.